Hi guys, it's Drew from the Good to Bad Fanboy store on eBay. I wasn't really buying much in the last week. I had bought quite a bit in last month, and I was keeping it a bit calmer this month. I'll probably pick up some more stuff towards the end of the month. Lay off for a couple of weeks because I've got two of my series I have up on my shelf coming in, so I'll probably do a video on that. I'm also probably going to start some film reviews, which is something I used to do on my blog, so I'm going to start doing that. There won't be a lot of things that are contemporary in the pictures type thing in the cinema. It'll be more stuff that's coming in Blu-ray, things like older films I've been watching, TV shows, possibly might do TV shows as well. I was going to do a review of Amazing Spider-Man 2 because I got it, I think it was the last week I got it. It was in my last video, one of my last videos to me. So I might do it first, and some old horror movies and stuff like that. Anyway, so I think I was actually looking it up, and at the moment I think I'm only getting one monthly book. Oh, outside of Fade Out, which just started last month or this month. There's only one book I'm actually getting, which will be a bit of a shock for some people, especially with what book it is, but I don't really do the whole buying books because they're going to make me money further down the line. I buy books that I want to read, or books that, you know, make me laugh, find interesting. At the moment I'm a bit away from some series. I'm going to buy I have issue 1 of Miss Marvel and issue 1 Amazing Spider-Man, so I'm thinking about getting their issues from this month and then backtracking the ones and collecting them as well. I was meaning to be collecting them, but I missed 2, and then the Spider-Man one got a bit odd with the numbers. It was a 1.1, the 1.2, and then whatever, and then issue 2, so that got a bit weird, and going by eBay prices, they started to get a bit dearer, and well, you know what that's like. So it's one of those, I'll pick them up in the wild if I can find them. Anyway, this was the book I went out for on last Friday, so a week ago today, which was Rocket Raccoon number 3. Picked the first one up for a laugh. But I've always liked Rocket Raccoon. I used to read a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy back when I was a kid. Rocket Raccoon was one of those characters, you know, like Howard the Duck and I don't know who else. But it's just one of those characters that always made me laugh, and I probably shouldn't have been reading about, especially Howard the Duck when I was a kid. Because they looked a lot like, they look a lot like characters you would see in like Looney Tunes or something, but with quite a adult edge to them. So I've always liked them, and I'm liking the Scotty Young art in the series, and the story's alright. I'll probably only give it, I don't know, maybe to the 10th issue, maybe at the most, if the story hasn't, you know, gripped me a lot more. Because at the moment it feels like they write themselves into a corner at the end of every issue to see how they'll get themselves out of it the next, rather than a more long-term story arc. If you're looking for something to read, just it's something that's got a bit childish humour in it and it'll make you smile. It's a good book to pick up, but I think 10 will be my cut-off point on it. big good enough little run of it from my box. I also got 2 packs from Forbidden Planet. Those 2 packs of free comics for £1. Since I got back into comics, I found these are a good way of seeing what's out there to get me interested in other series outside the main type of stuff I would have read when I was younger, and you know, the other stuff like Walking Dead and The Boys and series like that that have come along in between the times of collecting. I've not collected any Set of Criminals yet, but I'm thinking I might buy the first trade. There's other series I've got. Black Science, I've got a whole load of it on my Comixology app. Chew, I've got the first 30 something I think on there as well. I was lucky enough to catch on to that one early doors, because a lot of the Chew stuff's expensive now. That was probably about my first stuff back collecting, I think. It was outside Marvel and DC. I'll show you the first pack I got had get rid of the glare. Dead Letters number 2. I've not read this one yet. I've seen the series talked about on other people's videos, and it gets a lot said for it, so I'll definitely give it a look over. As I say, with these ones, if I don't find them, you know, my cup of tea and I don't like collect them, you know, I'll probably put them up on my shop cheap for someone else. It might be the issue they're looking for type thing, so it's a good way to do it. The next one's Fuse number 2. I have read this one and it's actually really good, but obviously it's confusing reading the second issue or something, so you've not got the first issue's reference. I liked it. I will buy the first for that one. It says on it issue 2 part 2, so I don't know if it's a very short, if it's just a 2-part story or if it was just a 2-part series, if it got canned, but I'll need to look it up. If any of you know anything about that series, if you can leave a comment below, it'd be really good, because it's something I found that I really liked. One of the first in a long time that I've not been seen on other channels. Usually the ones I pick up I've seen on other channels, and which you guys obviously really great references for comics. I've not seen the Fuse said very often, so if anybody else is reading it, I'd like to hear about your thoughts on it. Another one I picked up that I actually thought was quite good was Dexter Down Under number 2. Now, it was 3 second issues in the pack, in that pack, and the two I've read from it I've liked. Dexter Down Under, I like the art, and this is different from what you'll see usually at Marvel. I actually didn't realise Dexter Down Under was a Marvel title. I've heard of it, obviously, I've seen it in the comic shops, but I didn't quite realise that it was Marvel. Now that I'm actually open it up and start looking at it again, it does actually remind me of the art in one of the Iron Man comics I picked up. Let's see if I can get a double page where it's not an ad. The art is quite, you know, it's tidy, and you know, they tell the story very well with it. It's nothing revolutionary art wise. Someone getting gutted, which is always fun. Put it back in its little bag. So I quite like that one, so I'm going to pick up the first one of it. I don't know how many Dexter Down Unders are out. I'm sure it's quite a bit. It must be in double figures by now. I'll probably pick up the first. If it's in double figures, I'll pick up the first, number 1, and then up to 5, and I'll give it that. And if I like it, I'll have a look for more. I did see someone was doing the first 6 of them on eBay, which I think is still going. It's an auction. It's quite low, but it's like once it gets down to the last hour, it'll go up a bit. We might do that, but sell one of the number 2s. Anyway, the next little set was quite good. I got a Gravel issue. Which number was it? Number 2 again. A lot of these number 2s. This one I really liked, but I thought I had an inkling I would because it's Warren Ellis. I'm quite a big Warren Ellis fan. Definitely one I'm going to start picking up. It's not too unreasonable, price. It's got a $3.99 on it, so you're looking at starting the comic book shop. I go to £3, something like that. So £3.10. So it's not an insanely unreasonable price. Rocket Raccoon is it was down to $3.99 this month. Didn't notice that. It was a $4.99 book for the first 2. Well, for the second one, the first one was obviously Free Comic Book Day, which is why I got it. So Gravel's a series I'm interested in picking ones up from. This one I've not read yet, but the title's familiar. 5 Ghosts. I'm sure I've seen this in a video recently. Not this issue. This is number 10. I'm sure I've seen this in someone else's video recently, and they were talking about it. I can't remember which one it is. So again, if anyone else has read or reading any of these ones, leave comments and tell me what you think about them. I love to hear what other people's thoughts on books. I've not read that 5 Ghosts. It's an Image title, and at the moment Image seems to be my number 2 company for books I buy. When I go in, I get a lot of back issues, and a lot of my back issues are Marvel. But what I've noticed is I seem to be buying more and more Image books, kind of pushing DC into number 3, but the way it's going, Image might end up being my number 1 company, which is a strange thought, 'cause I was a big Marvel zombie as a kid. The next title, which is an Oni Press title, it's issue 5 of Letter 44. I have not read this one as of yet, but this one looks quite good. Basically, when I took out the pack and saw the cover, it really interested me. I'm trying to keep this video shorter than my last couple, but I'll get this out and we can have a look at it. That's the bag drop to the floor. I'm quite digging the art on it. Because it looks like that, and then you get pages that are like sci-fi stuff, so it's probably quite a weird book, so that'll probably suit me. Yeah, I didn't pick up Death Wolverine. I'm the only person on YouTube that didn't pick it up, guaranteed. Didn't pick up 1, didn't pick up 2. Only reason being that I remember the Kilton before. Basically, to me it's just a cash cow opportunity, and just looking to make some dough out of it. It'll probably end up being a really good story, but if it comes, once the hype die down. If the price comes down, I'll pick it up, but stuff like that doesn't interest me. The only one I think I've bought into in the past was Death of Captain America, which I had as a trade somewhere. I don't know if I still have it. And obviously when DC killed Robin, had that one back in the day. Next book is a book I got for, I think it was £2, so $3, and that was including shipping. So this is Lex Luthor, unauthorised biography. I remember when it came out. It came out at the same time as there was a Superman book with a wraparound cover, and I got the Superman book at the time because it had a wraparound cover, and you know, being young, I thought, oh, Superman. I didn't think, oh, Lex Luthor at the time, but now I veer more towards it. I've had a flick through it. The art's quite nice for its time. It's quite a nice little book. I'll get it back. I should just unbag them before I do the videos, but I never think I'm going to get. It's tidy, the corners are a bit messed up, but I don't really care about that when it's for me. You know, there's funny stuff in it, like you got a tubby Lex Luthor getting it on with his bimbo. But yeah, I quite like the art in it. It's a little rough and ready style. When was it this was done? 89, yeah. I remember it first time round. It's James D. Hudnall wrote it, and Eduardo Barreto, and Adam Kubert was the art. I remember when I was a kid I used to pick up a lot of stuff that was coloured by Kubert. It was one of the names I looked for. I can't remember why. But yeah, it's one of the names I looked for. The way I look for things like Grant Morrison, or as is writing it, or Frank Whiteley art, things like that now. Anyway, it's just a short little, that's went 18 minutes, but it was just a short little haul. I've just babbled on a bit too much. Yeah, I would highly recommend Rocket Raccoons. They're fun. It's not every comic has to be serious and telling a massive story arc. Sometimes it's fun just to have a daft little comic that has a shitload of plot holes, which Rocket Raccoon has a shitload of plot holes. But the art is hilarious. The layouts are actually really clever, especially issue 1. There's a layout in issue 1, 2 pages it goes over, where he's escaping a prison, and it is just brilliantly done. It's like something straight out a bloody Looney Tunes cartoon. You know, you might as well be using Acme guns and stuff. It was just brilliant. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I'm probably going to pick up the 4, which I'm sure is it this month, next month? With the female 4. I'll probably pick it up, which is a bloody one of these cash cow moments, the same as Death of Wolverine, but I might pick it up. I quite like the 4 comics. I get them on the Marvel app, so I quite like that series. It's very much tapering off at the moment. The quality's dipping, so maybe the change into being a female might help it. Maybe they just need to switch up the team a little bit. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll post another video up soon. Probably a movie review, or I don't know, I might get my books in soon, so there might be that. I don't know if I'll have a video next week. I'm going to a funeral next week. It's my wife's nephew died, so I don't know if I'll have a video up. I'll try and comment on as many videos as I usually do, and I'll probably still be watching a lot. So I just want to say thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.